A warm welcome to you all. I'm Deborah Masibai from Sri Balaji College of Nursing. I'm an associate professor in Fundamentals of Nursing department. Today I'm going to teach you common errors in English. Effective communication plays an important role in professional life. Communication sometimes becomes a challenge for us when we need to communicate effectively with our potential customers to strike a business deal. We must convey our message using appropriate, concise, and logical sentences crafted with carefully chosen and accurate words to leave a good impression on the customer. Therefore, we should be extra cautious while using some confusing or tricky words to avoid errors. The following sections describe common English errors and correct usage of words along with examples and illustrations. Common errors and confusing words. It's possessive. My friend presented me a shirt. Its color is red. So when you want to express a possessive thing, you will use its but without apostrophe. Yes. And the second one is with apostrophe S. It means it is the contraction of it has or it is. See the first sentence. It has been raining since morning. This is the contraction of it has. So you'll say it's been raining since morning. And the second is it's a rainy day today. It is the contraction of it is. It is a rainy day today. So without apostrophe, it means possessive, and with apostrophe, it is the contraction of it has or it is. And the second one is accept and accept. Accept means receive or agree. I accept my mistake. And accept is exclude everyone except John attended the meeting. And the third is there or there. First, THERE, there means in or to that place. There are 3 chairs in the classroom. And there means belonging to them. I went to Mr. and Mrs. Williams' house. Their house is very big and the house belongs to them. So it is also one of the way to express the possessive. Their house is very big. And you are and you are. You are. First, you are means possessive. Your dress is very good. And the contraction of you are, this you are the one I love. And affect and effect. Affect is a verb and effect is a noun. Poor diet can affect your health badly. The effect of liquor consumption is clearly noticeable. And this effect is used as a noun. Then and than. Then is used in relation to time and the order in which events occur. Click create new, enter inputs, and then click save. So this is one example of using then in a sentence. So it is used in relation to time and the order in which events occur. And than is used to compare. I'm taller than you. And next is where and where. First, where it is the plural past tense form of the verb are. We were traveling in the same bus. It is a verb. Where is a past form of the past tense of the verb. And where It refers to a location. Where is my car? And the next, for or since. And for is a period of time. The weather remained bad for several days. So for mentioning any period of time, you will use for. And since, starting point of a period of time. It has been raining since morning. So when you want to say the starting point of a period of time. And loss and lose. Loss means to miss, deprive, suffer the loss. If you do regular exercise, you can lose extra weight. And lose, not tight, your shirt is too loose. Beside and besides. Beside mean next to, other side of. She was sitting beside me, or she was sitting next to me in the train. She was sitting beside me in the train. And besides, additional information. I'm not interested in buying a car. Besides, I enjoy walking. So you are giving an additional information to the sentence. You are not interested in buying a car. And in addition, or besides, I enjoy walking. So besides and beside. Perspective and prospective. Perspective means viewpoint, standpoint, or angle. From testing perspective, this functionality should be working. And prospective means expected or expecting something. Example, the prospective buyers or the expected buyers made an offer below the asking price. And enquire and inquire. Enquire means to ask about something or someone. She inquired about his health. And inquire, it is official investigation. The FBI ordered an inquiry into the death of a politician. And latter and later. Latter means to refer the second of two things mentioned. So when you are mentioning two things, the second thing mentioned is latter. If I were to decide whether I should go for vacation to USA or Europe, I would prefer the latter, which means they are deciding to go for vacation to Europe. So they prefer to go to Europe. So I would prefer the latter. And later, to express time, I'll call you later. And quite and quite. Absolutely to a certain degree or extent. It's quite cold outside. Why don't you come inside? So it is absolutely cold outside. So when you want to express the thing to a degree or extent, you'll use quite with the spelling Q-U-I-T-E. And quiet, silent, making very little noise. It is a quiet village surrounded by fields and mountains. Advice and advice. The spelling, see the spelling, it is A-D-V-I-C-E, A-D-V-I-S-E. And the first one means noun, it's a suggestion or opinion. The professors can give you advice about which courses are best to take. And the second one, A-D-V-I-S-E, advice. It acts as a verb to give advice. The salesman advised the customer to buy the product. So first is noun and second acts as a verb. You are and your, I have taught you already. but we'll see that in detail. Your first one is a contraction of you and are. These two words are joined together to form your. And the second is your. It's a pronoun that defines possession or ownership, as in, is this your book? You are expected to work on this project. Second one is you are expected. You are expected to work on this project. Now, try substituting your with your and you'll find the sentence to be odd while making no sense. So whenever you have a doubt whether you are and your has to be used, try interchanging these words and you will understand the difference. There, and they are. There and they are also very similar to your and your. Here also, there is the contraction of they and are, while there refers to a location and there refers to a position by a number of people. Some people have the habit of switching these words, which renders the sentence meaningless. Examples: they are working very hard to meet the deadline. It is a contraction of they and are. They are working very hard to meet the deadline. There is no place for a criminal to hide. And the third is, it is the responsibility of the government to protect people and their properties. So there, here it refers to a possession by a number of people. Now, in each of these examples, try to interchange the words they are, there, and there, and check for yourself which is the correct sentence, and you will note it immediately. Effect and affect. There is a lot of confusion among many people whether they should write effect or affect, as they both are not only similar sounding words, but their meaning in many cases seems to be similar and interchangeable. But in reality, there are two different words with two different meanings. While effect is the result of some event, affect is the influence that something has on another. Examples: good results are the effect of hard work and industry. A large donation shall not affect my decision to vote against. Then and then. There is a lot of confusion among many people whether they should write effect or affect, as they both are not only similar sounding words, but their meaning in many cases seems to be similar and interchangeable. But in reality, there are two different words with two different meanings. While effect is the result of some event, and affect is the influence that something has on another. Examples: good results are the effect of hard work and industry, and a large donation shall not affect my decision to work against. Check your punctuation, missing or incorrect. So a woman without her man is nothing. So a woman without her man is nothing. The correct punctuation is a woman without her man is nothing. And a woman without her man is nothing. Without her man, a woman is nothing. And without her, without a woman, man is nothing. Slow children are crossing. If it is without punctuation, it is like lazy children. Do you mean lazy children? But with correct punctuation, slow children are crossing. The student said the teacher is crazy. The student said the teacher is crazy. It is without the punctuation. Do you mean the teacher is crazy or the student is crazy? The student said the teacher is crazy. Here, the student is crazy. Panda, a black and white mammal, eats shoots and leaves. A black and white mammal, comma, eats shoots and leaves. Every day, Anthony turns, slides and swings. Every day, Anthony turns, slides and swings. Go get him doctors. Go get him doctors. Let's eat grandpa. Let's eat grandpa. Eat grandpa. If it is without punctuation, you mean to eat grandpa. But the correct is let's eat, comma, grandpa. Which means you're calling the grandpa to, or you're saying the grandpa to eat. So let's eat grandpa. And now we'll see some incorrect sentences and correct sentence. One of my friend has 3 cars. And the correct sentence is one of my friends has 3 cars. So whenever you use one of my, the noun should be in plural form. It is not one of my friend, it is one of my friends. See, in sentences of the form, one of my, etc., the noun that follows is always plural. Example, one of my colleague is wrong. One of my colleagues. And I love listening music. The correct sentence is, I love listening to music. So listen plus to. That's the correct form. I love listening music is wrong. I love listening to music. We are discussing about the matter. We are discussing about the matter is incorrect. And we are discussing the matter is correct. You do not discuss about something. You always discuss something. So that's the correct thing. Every day I'm reading the Times to improve my English. But the correct form is, I read the Times every day to improve my English. So everyday actions do not take the ing form. Every day I'm reading. Example, I'm taking the metro every day. I take the metro every day. So every day I'm reading is incorrect. I read is correct. So remember, this everyday actions do not take ing form. So whenever you use every day, don't add it with ing form. I was doing calls to customers. I was making calls to customers is correct. So incorrect is do plus calls and make plus calls is correct. He has just got retired is incorrect. He has just retired. Here, got is a non-value add. It is unnecessary. There is no value for adding got here. So it is unnecessary here. He never speaks lie is incorrect. He never tells a lie is correct. You never speak a lie or you never speak the truth. You always tell a lie or you always tell the truth. Miss Smith have a busy life is incorrect. Miss Smith has a busy life. Have a busy life is incorrect and has a busy life is correct because Miss Smith is singular and the verb has is singular. Use of have or has. I, we, you, they, all these subject or the pronoun will stand with the verb have. And he, she, it is a third person singular subjects and it will come with the verb has. I was 23 when I married to her is wrong. I was 23 when I married her is correct. Never use to after the verb marry. I'm married to her is correct, as married is an adjective here, not a verb. So when you are using marry as a verb, then here you will not use to. And when you are using that as an adjective, you will use to. I'm married to her because here married is an adjective, not a verb. This does not suits me. This does not suit me is correct. Never add s or es to the verb after does not. Never add the preposition to after suit. So this does not suits to me is wrong. This does not suit me is correct. Me and Chuck are good friends. This is wrong. Chuck and I are good friends is correct. Third person, second person, and first person. Example, Peter, you, and I should work on the project together. So this is the correct sequence. First the third person, and second person, last the first person. So me and Chuck are wrong. Chuck and I are good friends. Why are you angry with me? Is incorrect. Why are you angry with me? Why you are angry with me is incorrect. And why are you angry with me is correct. Correct syntax. And WH word is, am, are, and then subject. This is the correct sequence. Why you are angry with me is wrong because you are adding the subject second and then your verb. See, WH word and you and are. This is incorrect. But WH word, verb, and the subject is correct. So why are you angry with me? Misuse of have. I have not a pen is wrong. I don't have a pen is correct. These mistakes come either from the correct idiomatic phrase, I haven't got a pen, or some teacher, they have got hold of a 50-year-old English grammar book in which I haven't the time, and such things were taught. In any case, it is not often used now. Better to use the structure to present tense which requires doesn't or don't in a negative sentence. Have is not an auxiliary in the present tense. So have and has are auxiliaries in the present perfect only. So I haven't a pen is wrong. I do not have a pen is correct. People as a singular noun. The people is very angry at the tax increase is incorrect because people is plural and you should use the plural verb. So say people are very angry at the tax increase. So students translate people, which is plural in English. People means persons as gender, which is singular in Spanish. We don't need it now. The fact that people is an irregular plural without an S doesn't help matters. Article confusion. The people use a lot of credit cards, and that is wrong. Say people use a lot of credit cards. And the definite article is not used when speaking generally. If you are speaking about a specific people, then the definite article is necessary. Plurals in English do not have an indefinite article. Which and what confusion. Which and what are not always interchangeable. A general rule is if the choice is in front of you, use which. I have two kinds of beer, Budweiser and Kos. Which one do you want? If the choice is more abstract, use what? What kind of beer do you like? So when you have choice in front of you, use which. If the choice is more abstract, then use what. I want that you. I want that you open the door is wrong. I want you to open the door. That's correct. Modals with infinitives. I must to leave. It is getting late. That's wrong. I must leave. It is getting late. True modal auxiliary verbs. See, like can, might, could, should, would, and must. These are modal verbs. And these modal verbs will never take infinitives. So they use the root verb, no conjugation. I'm agree with you is wrong. I agree with you is correct. It depends of. Wrong is I can see you, but it depends of my time. I can see you, but it depends on my time is correct. Call to or ask to. I will call to my mother and ask to her if she is coming. That's wrong. I'll call my mother and ask her if she is coming. And still more preposition problems. This one is also a direct translation. Some verbs need to in English, but many do not. Like speak to, listen to. That's correct. But I call to my mother is wrong. I'll call my mother is correct. He said me hello, and that's wrong. He said hello, and you can add to me or no. He said hello to me. The object of the verb say is what is said, not the person it is said to. Many times it is not even necessary to indicate to whom it was said. So he said hello is enough. You can add or you can vomit also. He told to me a story. He told to me a story is wrong. He told me a story. He told a story to me is also correct. This is a different verb from said. The direct object here is story and the indirect object is me. Having two objects means that the verb tell can be used in two different ways as shown above. He told to me a story is wrong. He told me a story or he told a story to me. Both are correct.